You know, Dr. Haskin, so many pet owners are so afraid that their dogs aren't eating enough, and they feel guilty, but I know that could be a source of aggravation, especially if their pets start getting heavy. And so I'd like you to address a little bit about pet obesity.
Okay. It's a very big problem with our animal and our pet population. Sadly, it's a big problem with humans as well. I say humans versus an animal. You know, when it comes to an animal, for reasons that whether we're overcompensating, we're not around, we want to give them treats, they give us that puppy dog's eyes, how can we refuse? You know, I always say that dogs eat for a living. This is what they do. And if a dog comes in and he's not eating so well, I have some concerns. Now, I also say that just like some people eat to live and some live to eat. And that also applies with dogs. Some people worry their dog doesn't eat enough, he doesn't have any interest. Okay, so some people the same way. Most of the time when dogs put on weight, and this by the way is the same for cats in a similar way, they're eating too much. That's what it comes down to. We don't have enough time to exercise, same thing with the human population, but they eat too much. And when dogs are free choice, when they graze all day, which we do with some dogs because we're not home to feed them, same thing with cats, which is the big problem with cats, we find that is usually a source of taking in too many calories. What I also find that it's not always the food, it's the treats, it's the extras, it's the snacks. Each one of those has a caloric value. And just like you and I, if you take in more than you burn, whether it's from exercise or just sitting on the couch, you will put weight on. And the same thing with animals. And I have a real little card here I just want to show you. This was given to us. This is just to demonstrate about a cat, or in this case it was a dog, who has a piece of cheese, 1 ounce piece of cheese. What do you eat all day, little day? It's a 20-pound dog. And what you see here is that that little ounce of cheese is an equivalent for this dog to eat 2.5 burgers or a bar and a half of chocolate. That's a 1 ounce piece of cheese for a 20-pound dog. So the purpose of this is just to demonstrate that you don't need much at all to put weight on. And that's on top of the normal food. So again, you give a little snooch for a little thing from the table, a little piece here, and before you know it, you got a dog or overweight. Same thing with cats. It's because we like to feed them free choice. They graze all day, and as a result, they're just taking in too much. Okay, so the idea is, besides increasing some activity level, exercise is important on some level. It's also being very cognizant of how much food you're providing, and it's the extras, it's the treats, it's the snacks. Those are really what I like to think is the big culprit.
Thanks.